Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to discuss about quadratic equation. We'll see what is quadratic equation and how to solve quadratic equations. Okay, so first we are going to discuss what is quadratic equation. A quadratic equation is any equation that can be written in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So here one thing we need to notice that the variable degree should be second degree, so it should be 2. It should not have x power 3, x power 4, no, then it will not call us an quadratic equation. The equation should be written in this form, perfectly this form, then only you can call it as a quadratic equation. So here a, b and c, see, a, b and c are called constants. So this is a numbers, real numbers. Okay, then a should not be equal to 0. Why? Because if a is 0, then this entire term will be 0, so it will not be called as a quadratic equation. Then x is a variable, it should be have only one variable, that's x, then only we can call it as a quadratic equation. So it should not have x square plus bx y square, no, it should be a single variable. So let's see some example here. See, x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. So this left hand side is equal to 0 because why? We don't know the value of x. So the solution of this equation is to find the values of x, which makes this equation equal to 0. Next one, see, 2x square minus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So this left hand side should be equal to 0. What if we replace the value of x with this equation, then we will get the left hand side is equal to 0, then the equation will be true. So that's the how to solve this equation, means to find the values of this variable to make this equation true. That is the solution of the quadratic equation. Okay, so we are moving to how to solve quadratic equation. So let's go for the first method. See, first and foremost, I just want to explain you factoring method. Factoring we already discussed in the previous video, how to factor a equation. So let's see, find what is factoring method. Find two numbers that multiply, you will get c, and add, will get b. So I explain you, this is the equation. So a x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So what we need to check is we need to find two numbers which we add these two numbers, we will get the value of b, and the same number we multiply each other, we'll get the value of c. So here is an example. See, this solve problem, I will explain this. So the example is x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. So we are going to find the solution by the method of factoring method. So first what we need to do is we need to just think about these two values. What is b and c? Just write here the value here. I write here c value. I write here b value. So first we need to think which are the two numbers I multiply two number, I need to get 6, and if I add that same two number, I need to get 5. Okay, so the two numbers are 3 and 2. I already worked it out for you. So 3 multiplied by 2, you get 6. The same 3 plus 2 is 5. So we got the two numbers here. So just replace the two numbers in this equation, x plus 3 into x plus 2. So we factor this equation into two simpler form. So x plus 3 times x plus 2, so is equal to 0. So from this what we need to understand, if a dot b is equal to 0, either a will be 0 or either b is 0. So both of them are 0 also work out. So we need to find both cases. So if a equals 0 and b equals 0, so x plus 3 is equal to 0, then what will be the value of x? And if x plus 2 equal to 0, then what will be the value of 2? Just try this. So x plus 3 equal to 0, so x is equal to 3. So if you put minus 3, then this x plus 3 will be 0. just go to the second time, check if what if x plus 2 equal to 0. So x is equal to, value of x is equal to minus 2. So these are the two values may consider to make this equation true. So if we put x is equal to 3, same answer will be, the left hand side will be 0, because why, x here 3 minus 3 plus 3 is 0. So one term is 0, then other time, whatever other time, no matter, this entire equation will be 0. The same thing, x is equal to minus 2. If you put here x is equal to minus 2, what will be here, x is equal to minus 2 plus 3 will be this term is will be 1. Then what will be here, x plus 2, so minus 2 plus 2, so 0. So this will be 0. So even this side is 1, no matter, because it's here, right, this term is 0. So the entire equation go to 0. So this is how we solve quadratic equation using factoring method. So what we need to do is, first this equation we need to factor out and make like this. So it's very easy. So x plus 3 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. In any term will be 0, then it will be, the entire equation will be 0. So we can try with put the value, substitute these two values in this equation, and you can check also both conditions are true. So the final answer will be x, values of x is minus 3 or x is equal to minus 2. Okay, the next method is completing the square. What is it? Because make it into perfect square. This left hand side, you should make this is an example, x square plus 6x plus 5 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. So what we're going to do is, we just remove the constant. Just see the left hand side first. X square plus 6x plus 5, is it a perfect square? No, it's not a perfect square. So what we need to do is remove this or shift this positive 5, I mean the c term, to the right side. So what we do is, x square plus 6x is equal to minus 5 here. How it came? So x square plus 6x plus 5 minus 5 minus, subtract 5 on the both sides. So here what happened, if subtract 5, this 5 will be cancelled. So only 6x square plus 6x will be left in the left side, and the right side 0 minus 5. So minus 5 will be in the right side. So this is how we got this equation. Okay. So moving back to our problem, x square plus 6x is equal to minus 5. So keep like that. So what we need to do is, make the left hand side, this side, as a perfect square equation. How will make this left hand as perfect square equation? A perfect square equation is look like this. See, a square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to a plus b the all square. So here a square is here, so x square time is here, 6x is here, but there is a c term, this term is not here, b square time. So we need to find it out. So just imagine a is equal to x, so we don't know the b value. So 2bx, see this 2bx, this 2ab is what, 6x here, see 6x here. So what is the missing term here? So there is one 2ab. So a is here, x, then b is missing here. So we need to find the value of b. So just put here 2b, substitute x in terms of a. So bx is equal to, here what is this term, 6x. So x and x will be cancelled here. So what left is 2b. So we need to find the 2b is, b is equal to 6 by 2 is equal to 3. Yeah, we got the value of b. So what we need to do is, make the b value square. So what's the 3 square is 9. So with this 9, add 9 on both sides. So just see how we make the left hand side in a perfect square. So x square plus 6x plus 9 is equal to minus 5 plus 9. So adding a number on both sides will not change anything. So it will be same as it is. So the equation still holds the perfect square. See what is this? Right, it is here will be 4. And left hand side is x square plus 6x plus 9. Wow, what is this? X square is a perfect square, 9 is also a perfect square. So this is 6x here. So we can do this as x plus 3 the whole square. If you want to test, we can test it also. So x square plus 2ab, so x into b 3. So then b square n square is equal to x square plus 2x3. So 2 into 3, 6, 6x plus 9. See, we got the value. So the we can factor it out as a perfect square. X plus 3 the whole square. Same thing, x plus 3 the whole square is equal to 4. So what we need to do next is we make the do square root on the both sides. So what we got, the square will be removed and x plus 3 will be in the left side, and this square root of 4 is 2. So plus or minus 2 will come the right hand side. Because why the plus or minus 2 comes, we don't know. It's the 4 came from minus 2 square or the plus 2 square. So we will mention it as plus or minus 2 here. Then the answer is very easy. We already found the answer here. We need to know plus 2 or minus 2. Both conditions are there. So we need to find in both cases. So if x is equal to minus 3 plus 2, we take it as plus 2. So minus 3 plus 2, then the value is minus 1. Then if this is minus 2, then the value of x will be x is equal to minus 3 minus 2. So minus 5. Why this minus 3 comes? We take this positive 3 in the right side. So what we do, subtract 3 in the both side. That's why it came minus 3 in the right hand side. Left hand side the 3 will be removed, and the right hand side the minus 3 will come. So the answer of this quadratic equation is two values of x, minus 1 and minus 5. See, my x is equal to minus 1 or x is equal to minus 5. So this is the final answer of the quadratic equation. How we solve this one? Using perfect square. Make the left hand side into a perfect square. So we can solve very easily. So this is only happen when it's possible to make the left hand side into a perfect square. If we cannot do, then you need to try with the other options. Okay, let's now move to the third stage. It's using quadratic formula. This is a quadratic formula. This always you keep in mind, this quadratic formula always work in every quadratic equation. So this formula you must be memorized. So even in the school also you will learn this thing. It's very, very important formula in the mathematics. So we need to by heart it and you need to memorize this one. So what is the formula? X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So let's discuss about what is the values of this a, b and c. Okay, so this is an example. Try with an example. 2x square minus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. We are going to try this formula. So what is a? A is equal to 2. See, coefficient of x square is a. So a is equal to 2. B, coefficient of the second term, minus 3. So b is equal to minus 3. Then c is equal to minus 2. Where this coefficient, this c term don't have variable. So this is only a constant number. So minus 2 will be c value. This is the base equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So a, b, c. You understand where a, b and c came from. So let's substitute this a, b, c values into this formula. See, x is equal to minus of minus. See, here is minus b. What's the value of b here? Minus 3. So we need to put minus of inside the bracket minus 3. So do not think it's we can just put here minus 3. No, minus is in the formula. This minus is already in the formula, but this minus 3 came from the b value. So minus the bracket minus 3 plus or minus root of the same thing, b square. B square means you need to put here minus 3 all square. Okay, then minus 4 into a into c. So what is 4? As a 4 is in the formula, the a came from this here 2. So 4 times 2. Then c came from here, this value. So minus 2. So 4 times 2 times minus 2 divided by 2 into a. A value is 2. So 2 times 2 here. Let's solve this one. So what is minus 3 into minus 3? It's plus 3. Obviously we know minus times minus is positive. So positive 3 plus or minus. What's a minus 3 all square? Is 9. Because if negative number, if you take square of a negative number, it's positive. So 9 plus 4 times 2 times minus 2. What is it? 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So minus 16. So this minus and minus 16 will be cancelled. Then positive will be here. So 9 plus 16 inside the root. And the denominator side is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. So let's move to the second step. So we got this one. So what is this? 9 plus 16 is 25. 25 is a perfect square. See, 3 plus or minus root of 24 divided by 4 is equal. We can remove the square root because it's a perfect square. So 3 plus or minus 5 by 4. So this is the standard formula. Then we need to find the value of x. So from here, there is two conditions are here, plus or minus. So we need to take both conditions. So just assume 3 plus 5 by 4. So x is equal to 3 plus 5 by 4 is equal to 8 by 4. Answer is 2. Or if we take minus 5 here, so x is equal to 3 minus 5 divided by 4. That is minus 2 by 4 is equal to minus 1 by 2. So these are the two values that can make this expression true. So the values of this equation are x is equal to 2 or x is equal to minus 2. We can try this one. If you have a doubt that if you think this really formula works or not, we can just try here. What is the equation here? Let's try 2x square minus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. I'm assuming I'm taking the value of 2. So x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2. I'm putting here 2 times 2 square minus 3 times 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. What is this? 2 times 2 is 4. 2 into 4, 8. 8 minus 6 minus 2 is equal to 0. That is 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. Minus 2 is equal to, yeah, both are same. This is 0, this is 0. So equation true. What about the minus 1 by 2? So 2 times minus 1 by 2 the whole square minus 3 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is equal minus 2 is equal to 0. Let's see, minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is equal to 2 times 1 by 4 minus this minus and minus will be positive. So 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So 2 by 4 plus 3 by 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So this is, we can fraction addition and subtraction of fraction. So make this as LCD as 4. CD is equal to 4. Then 2 by 4 plus what's my 2. Make the denomination 2 is 4. So 3 times 2 minus 4. So 2 times 4 is equal to 8 is equal to 0. What's that? So 2 plus 6 minus 8 divided by 4 is equal to 0. So 2 plus 6, what is it? 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 minus 8 minus 8 is 0. See, same thing. So this is 8, 2 plus 6, 8. 8 minus 8, 0. So 0 divided by 4 is equal to 0. So we know that the both cases, the both values of x makes the equation 0. This equation is very important. You need to memorize this one. It will work for every, this formula will work for every quadratic equation. So let's go to the summary. So there's only the two things. Keep in mind, what is quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is a standard form and solved by factoring and completing the square or quadratic using quadratic formula. So 3 ways we can solve the quadratic equation. If this quadratic equation not is in the form of standard form, sometimes it will come like a x square plus bx is equal to c. Sometimes it will come like this. So we need to make this into a standard form. So what we do, a x square plus bx minus c is equal to 0. So the c, we need to shift c to here. So that's how we make into a standard formula. Maybe the equation will be in the left hand and right hand side in the mixed term. So we need to arrange this one in the standard quadratic equation and solve it.